Hey guys, we're going to work on triangular prisms now, the surface area of a triangular prism. Okay, I need you to go ahead and write 14 centimeters there. That should have already been in place, but it was not. So when we're looking at triangular prisms, we have two triangles. One, two. And then we have three rectangles. So the front, the back side, and then the bottom side. So you're automatically going to go ahead and draw a triangle, three rectangles. They do not have to match. We're going to write out what they mean, what's our measurements. So, with our triangle, our measurements, you cover everything else up and look and see what you have with a triangle. Well, the L is what we need for 7th grade, so it is 10 by 10. So height is 10, base is 10. And then for our rectangles, we need the number, the length that connects your triangles together. So 25 connects the two triangles. So we will go ahead and write 25 on each of these. And what that 25 is actually for, it just kind of gives you a starting point. But the 25 is the length for each of those rectangles. So the front, the top, we say front, back, bottom. So this front is 25 by 14. So here's your rectangle that I'm talking about. So 25 by 14. The back side, if you can see that rectangle, is 25 by the height of the triangle, which was 10. And the bottom, which would be down here, is 25 by the other 10. Something I forgot to tell you, I know we said we had two triangles, so I'm going to put up here times 2 instead of drawing that picture twice. Okay. So once we've got this information, we go back and we just do what we know to do. Find the area of each. Base times height divided by 2 for our triangle. And then for these three, its area equals just base times height. So if we look at this, we've got 10 times 10 divided by 2. 10 times 10 we know is 100. 100 divided by 2 gives us 50. Our next one, we need 14 times 25. 14 times 25. So 14 times 25 is 350. 350. Then we're going to do 10 times 25, which we know is 250. And another 10 times 25, which is another 250. Okay. So we have one triangle that is 50, rectangle, rectangle, rectangle. Well, that actually only gives us 4 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you count the faces on a triangular prism, we already know this from cross sections, but there's 5 because you've got 3 rectangles and 2 triangles. So that is why I put the times 2. We come back and we multiply that 50 by 2 to get us back to the 100. So now, again, we did this 50 times 2 because there are 2 triangles. But we do not need to multiply these others because they're different measurements. You have the front, back, and bottom. And our last step is to add all of our areas. So when you add 100 plus 350 plus 250 plus 250, you get 950 centimeters squared, and that is your surface area. So SA, surface area, equals 950 centimeters squared. If we look at the other picture, that you're given. This dash represents, we're going to say 4. I'm just giving you one, 4 centimeters for both. Now this one is a little bit different because it gives you the height of the triangle. You do not need the height of the triangle until you're ready to find the area of the triangle. So just like we did before, go ahead and draw one triangle and 3 rectangles. And once you've drawn that, look to see what connects those 2 triangles together. On this one, it's a 12. So we use 12 3 times. And now we can go back and we can look at our triangle. And how many triangles do we have? We already know there's 2. Here's 1 and there's 1. So I'm going to put up here, again, times 2. The base of our triangle is 8, where the height of our triangle is 3. Do not let that confuse you. Look at what makes the L. Okay. Now, we will not need 3 again because it was just the height of the triangle. If we are looking at our rectangles, we've got 12, and it connects by the 4. So we have a 12 by 4. The next one, same thing, the back side is 12. Our purple line is 12. And what connects your purple line would be 4. So 4 again. And the last one would be the bottom. If you can cover it up, you can kind of see there's your bottom rectangle, which would be a 12 by 8. When you get this far, the rest is a piece of cake because the same thing. Area equals base times height divided by 2 for a triangle. And then area equals base times height for our rectangles. So, when we look at this, base times height, 3 times 8 divided by 2. 3 times 8 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. But we know we have 2 triangles, so we need to come back and multiply by 2 because that's how many faces of a triangle we have, which gets us back to our 24. Our next one, our rectangle, we have 4 times 12, which we know to be 48. 4 times 12 again, which is another 48. And 8 times 12, which is 96. Okay. And like we did with our others, the last step that we all know is to add the area of each shape. So 24 plus 48 plus 48 plus 96 equals 216 centimeters squared. And again, we put SA. So surface area of this triangular prism is 216 centimeters squared.